Well, it's been a while. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another Yukon bod video. It has been months since I posted anything on YouTube. I think the last thing was in November, a trip to Belize on a little bit of a holiday. But I am anxious to get out on the Seadoo and make some more Yukon bod videos for you from the Seadoo. I'm going to head out tomorrow, just getting the Seadoo all loaded up and prepped. I've had lots of time to get it prepped this year because it's been sitting in the garage for about a month. All the boat launches, because of the pandemic, have been closed in Ontario. They're now reopened, so that means I can safely launch the boat, get out on the water. And that is exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to go up to Georgian Bay and do a bit of a camping trip for a couple of days out in the islands off of Georgian Bay, or in Georgian Bay. Got the gear all loaded up. I've had lots of time for prep. Got a few new systems in place. Cook stove here, tent, you know, tarp, pillow, sleeping bag, all that sort of stuff in there. Got a little fold-up chair there, a Kermit chair they call it. And then the addition this year is this platform, which I have bolted onto the base of the Seadoo. Something that I bought from a company called B&S Designs out of the United States. Ended up costing quite a bit for really what it is. Not the fault of the company, but customs jumped in and got in the way, and that charge was another $105 US. So the whole thing was close to 600 bucks Canadian. By the time I did the exchange in the United States, by the time I paid for shipping, by the time I paid for these little extra link latches, there's two more that are going to go on. One here, one here. I've got two on there, which is what the gas tank is mounted to. Very simple installation. I'm not going to go into how it was all installed. There's other YouTube videos on that. But it'll allow me to carry now the cooler, the gas tank, and this top case, so I can get a little more use out of all the things I've got for the Seadoo and bring them all along at once instead of just either this or that, the cooler. Now I can bring it all. So anyway, let's go out and let's get this thing on the water. Let's do a little trip. Let's make a video and give you a little insight into the waters of Georgian Bay in Ontario this latter part of May. We're getting there. One more hour to go. Well, that's a real disappointment. Won't be able to do any camping. So I'm just going to go out and explore around the area for a little bit. It's actually fairly cool out. I may have to put on a warmer jacket, even more than this long sleeve, because once you get out on the water, it's a big difference from being on land. Quite a bit cooler. So I'm just going to go out and around towards the Franklin Islands. I will not be camping on them. They made another phone call, and the natural resources people are patrolling, and I think some of the fines are pretty hefty if you get caught being out while the COVID-19 ban is in place for provincial campgrounds and crown land. So I guess it's going to be a change of plan, and I'll just take a look around, see what it's like out there, test out some camera gear. And this is the first time on the water for me with the Seadoo, so let's just see how it runs. So I guess while I'm out here, I might as well see if I can find some spots that would be good for camping when I get the opportunity to go camping out here. So I'm just checking these areas out a little bit, poking in and out of the little bays around Franklin Island. The problem out here is everything is rock. There's not a lot of places sort of to pull up a bit of a beach area. Everything is kind of that granite Precambrian shield rock. So it's a bit hard to pull the Seadoo up on that kind of stuff. But isn't it beautiful out here? This is just gorgeous. Once you get back in the bays a little bit here, it's nice and sheltered, and it's fairly warm. You get out on the middle of the big lake a little bit, excuse me, and it's cool. So here it's not bad. It's okay for poking around. Really quite pleasant, but on the big water, it's a lot cooler. So I'm testing out a new camera. It's a Max GoPro, and it's a 360-degree camera. So I'm just playing with it a little bit, testing it out. Here's what it looks like in the water, or over the side of the vessel. Just barely off the water, and then I've got it attached with the suction cup mount. I cannot go at any speed with that thing out there like that because the waves coming up the wash off the side of the jet ski would just rip it right off. But just putzing around at this slow speed, it seems to work okay. So we should be able to get some nice shots from that. Close I can get. Wow, this is absolutely perfect. There's a bit of sand here, so there are some pretty good spots out here. And then there's a camp spot up there which we're gonna go take a look at. I mean, look at this. Was I prepared or not for tonight? Had a steak in there, I had it all oiled up, peppered up, I had potatoes on the side that I could cook, had all that ready to go. Now, I'm just gonna haul that back to Toronto with me. North of Toronto, Thornhill. Pepperonis, they can always be eaten. Wieners, crackers. I was set, I was ready to go. And then found out, no camping allowed, COVID-19. I just didn't make the connection between Crown Lands and provincial campgrounds. I knew the provincial campgrounds were closed, but I thought Crown Lands, that should be okay. Look, do you see anybody within 6 feet of me? Do you see anybody within 600 meters of me? There's probably nobody around within 6 kilometers of me. But no, the rules say you can't do this yet. Now, this is a perfect camp spot. Oh man, this is just so pretty out here. All of a sudden you come along and there's just this bit of beach area. Normally it's rock everywhere, but right here there's the beach. Great spot to park the Seadoo. This is so nice. Beautiful. This is gorgeous. I love this Precambrian shield, all this rock. It's just so nice. And later in the summer, you can swim in here. I don't know, I think that this country through here on the water is really, really hard to beat. This is very, very pretty. Oh, I see 2 other boats way out there. Every little corner you come around, there's a new little bay, a new little area where you can pull in and park, camp. Look at this, it's like a wall right here. Did I get across that? It's like a wall. I don't know, it looks a little bit shallow. Ooh, that doesn't look very deep. Straight across. Should we try it? I don't think we're gonna make it. No, we're touching. Okay, reverse. Not gonna make that. That's just a little bit shallow. I don't think I can get through there. Yeah. Just tilt that up a bit. It's hard to do this with one hand and holding the camera with the other hand. Look at that gorgeous little spot in there. Ooh. Yikes. I could probably get through there. Just touching a little bit. Then there's some rocks there. Let's go around those. Come on, baby, just slide off. That's it. Well, I'm not even going to tie it because it's not going to go anywhere. Famous last words. It'll stay there. Just a chain of rock out here that make up these Mink Islands. Looks like somebody had a fire here at one point. Just flew the drone from this wharf a little bit. I just pulled in here and tied up. The guy's not here, whoever owns the property. I'm sure they don't mind. I'm not even going up to the property. I just tied up to the dock here and flew the drone right off the dock. Just got some aerial shots of around the bay and packed her all up. Bit of a connection problem going on with the drone. I think it's the cable. It's breaking up. I'm losing connection with the remote control, and I think it's a crappy cable. It's an aftermarket cable that I bought, so I had a little more length in the cable, and I think it's just garbage. So that's not good because you lose full communication with the drone when it's up in the air, and that's not good. Anyway, it seems to come back, and then I seem to be able to control it again, but I don't like that happening, so I'm gonna have to get a new cable. Okay, let's pack up the Seadoo a little bit more and make our way through this little inlet over here. We're heading over towards Ojibwe Island. We're gonna take a look at that. It's one of the videos from last year. I was on the island, walked around. I actually flew the drone over there last year, but just a narrow little channel through here. We're gonna make our way up to Ojibwe. Look at this little cottage here. It consumes the entire island. What a perfect little spot. Your own little island, and your cabin is about the size of the island. surrounded by water. What is that, a fuel tank of some kind, or maybe it's something for a dock they're putting in there? That's it. There's the whole island. This building's been here a long, long time. There it is up on the hill. There you go. I think it's privately owned now by a sort of a community association. There's a lot of people who are members here from around the area. They've got a kids' summer camp and stuff like that when COVID-19 has not got things shut down. But that's a look at the place right there. Well, that is it, guys. It is time to end another Yukon Bob video. As gorgeous as this has been over the last couple of days, it's time to head back in and make my way back home. I didn't get to camp, as I said many times in this little video over the last couple of days, but I did get to get out on the water, and the wind finder predictions were exactly right. It was just absolutely beautiful for 2 days. It's almost like glass out here. Temperatures were great, and there's hardly anybody around right now. So it's been an excellent couple of days on the water. I've really enjoyed it. And I'm going to get back out here again when I can camp. When COVID-19 eases up a little bit, we can get back on the water and do some camping, and we'll make a video about camping off the Seadoo and stuff like that. But for now, thanks very much for coming along with us on another Yukon Bob video, and we will see you on the next one.